Acoustic Crossroads is brought to you by the Team One Automotive Group, Riverview Regional Medical Center, and Family Savings Credit Union. Now, here's Kelli Johnson.
Welcome to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. I'm your host, Kelli Johnson, and we've got some great music lined up for you today. My guest, Ricky Carden's going to be here sharing some of his original music. But first, I'm going to start us off with one of my favorite bands, U2, and their song, With or Without You. Today, I'm playing my Line 6 Variax acoustic guitar, and it is an acoustic, but as you can see, it's very thin, and it's a solid body, but it sounds like an acoustic, and it has all these different settings. You can make it sound like a banjo or mandola or other kinds of guitars, even a sitar. And I'll also be playing my Boss Loop station today, where I can play some music and record it and play it back while I play other music on top of it. So we hope you enjoy it. See the storm set in your eyes, feel the thorn twist in your side, and I'm waiting for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails, it makes me wait, and I wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reached the shore, gave it all, but I want more, and I'm waiting for you. With or without you, with or without you, I can't live. With or without you. My hands are tied, my body bruised. He's got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, oh, I can't live. With or without you. Oh, with or without you, with or without you, I can't live. With or without you. That was U2's song, With or Without You. And stay tuned for some great music by Ricky Carden, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. Right now we're going to feature my guest Ricky Carden with his original song, I'll Be Yours.
darkness comes to steal the light, you're not alone in the fight, 'cause everyone needs someone to hold on to sometime. Yes, I'll be yours if you'll be mine. When blue skies, they turn to gray, don't worry or be afraid, 'cause rainbows, they follow the rain, and everything is gonna be okay, 'cause everyone needs someone to hold on to sometime. Yes, I'll be yours if you'll be mine. So keep your smile, even though it's hard. Yeah, keep your faith, 'cause that's the hardest part. 'Cause everyone needs someone to hold on to sometime. Yes, I'll be yours if you'll be mine. Yes, I'll be yours if you'll be mine.
And that was Ricky Carden with his original song, I'll Be Yours. Thank you so much for being in studio with us today, Ricky.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love that song, and as I heard you going over it earlier, I was like, hey, that'll be a great wedding song. And it wasn't really written to be a love song?
Well, a love song, but not that sense. I've got a friend, Amy Mitchell, and she's got a young daughter that was diagnosed with cancer, and she was going through a tough time, and she was just talking about how strong Emma is, and about how she's been her rock basically through the whole thing. So I wrote it in the perspective of this is Emma singing to her mom, and it's like, it's okay, Mommy, it's all going to be all right, and I'll be strong, and I'll be yours if you'll be mine.
Yeah, that's such a sweet song, and I had a chance to meet Emma. We did a little fundraiser for her in Montford, just sweet.
I played that as well.
Yeah.
But I think I played it
We've
before
kind
you
of
had gotten
been
there.
all around the same venues and things for years. So you grew up right here in Gadsden,
I did.
correct? And went to school at Etowah.
Yeah,
like
started
that.
out over at Curtiston and Stowers Hill, and ended up finishing up at Southside.
Yeah. So were you a musician early on? Did you have that bug right from the start?
I think I always wanted to sing, and I was in like chorus or whatever at Etowah Middle, but after that, nothing. And then in high school, I kind of picked it up and started playing.
What kind of inspired you to pick it up?
Women. Always women.
You know, that's a very common answer.
Especially for guys.
Yeah.
I guess for some women too. But
Well, mainly for the guys, the guitar goes right along with it, and that's kind of the first thing that gets you going on it.
Oddly enough, it didn't really work though. Like I was horrible when I started. I got run out of everywhere that I played.
Yeah.
And that was family. So I mean, you can't play for family. Who can you play for?
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I picked it up and started getting a little bit better, and then I started playing at parties. But I'd be serenading. I'd have a whole bunch of girls around me, and next thing you know, one friend would come by and was like, "Hey, talk to this one." Before you know it, I was playing by myself. So because I've always loved to play. So
yeah.
can't put it down and go talk to no girl.
You got to work, and everybody else has fun. So, well, was the songwriting something that you started early on as well?
It is, and I started young, and I just make up little melodies. Like I think I've always been more of a really good melody person than anything. So just writing melodies and singing whatever came along, and I think I've gradually progressed a lot better. And it wasn't until maybe 4 years ago, I was living in Nashville, and I finally got out of that, I guess, my comfort zone was being by myself and just writing, but and not wanting to let anybody else in because you don't know how they're going to react. You don't know what the chemistry is. And but I finally started co-writing, and one of my dear friends is who I've done most of it with. His name's Curtis Smith, and he's a phenomenal singer-songwriter. So gotta mention him because one of the songs I played we co-wrote together. So.
Well, it's so great when you can find somebody that you click with musically and songwriting. I know it's hard to open up and let somebody have your baby.
It really is.
Your songs are so personal, but I'm still working on writing from a different perspective. I love how you were able to write from Emma's perspective and you know, make that song about her and just see it through her eyes and kind of. And
I find that I find it tough to sit down and actually try to write songs, but it seems like they just, they were always there, and I just happen to be the vessel they come out of.
I hear that a good bit, and we're going to hear some more great music from Ricky Carden, some of the stuff that he's written himself, coming right back. Y'all make sure you check out kacrossroads.com. We'll have Ricky's info up there in his show, and also info on how you can become a guest, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. I'm here with my guest, Ricky Carden. And Ricky, you were talking about you grew up around here in Gadsden.
I did.
And, you know, kind of had the bug early on, you know, maybe middle school. But you mentioned also that you moved to Nashville for a while.
I did. I was there about 6 years.
Really? Awesome. Where are some of the places that you've got, that your music has carried you?
All over, from New York to Miami. I've toured just about everywhere. And not so much Texas, but right around the tip of Texas and all the states in between.
Yeah, they say Texas is its own little music
It really
entity.
is, and I've got a lot of friends that play out there a good bit, like Adam Hood, and
I know Adam well.
They go out. He goes out there like I think he won Songwriter of the Year or something out there a couple of years ago. So, but yeah, it's a whole other country almost.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, we were talking about the songwriting and stuff earlier about how you're able to kind of put yourself in another person's point of view. Your song that we're going to feature in just a few minutes, Single Life, is that a different point of view, or is that something you've lived?
That's something I've lived. So that was me and my friends hanging out every weekend by the pool, and all of us being single. Now, I think all of us, for the majority, have relationships now, but it's just part of life. Sometimes you're single, sometimes you're not.
Yeah. So do a lot of your songs come out of personal experience, you know, on the road and stuff? All of them.
All of them. I think you've got to be true to yourself in anything you do. And I write for a magazine that's online called Regional Musician.
Oh, really? I didn't know
and
that.
It's .com, and I do a songwriting aspect, and it's basically information for writers that are trying to.
That's so cool.
Either get into it or find ways to make revenue or whatever. And that's one of the articles that I just done, is basically do it for yourself and it will find its way. Like if you believe in what you do, then just let it out into the world and it will find its place. People will gravitate to it. Just be honest and be truthful. That's the best advice I can give anyone.
That's awesome. And what's the name of that magazine again?
Regionalmusician.com.
Regionalmusician.com.
It's got information on everything from gear to shows, and it's all across the United States, and it features local, just like you're doing right here. It's local stuff, and it gives gear tips and all that, but it's for basically, I guess, a larger audience to be introduced to smaller musicians, working musicians.
Right. I love that because musicians are, you know, for the most part, we're like a family.
It is a family.
Yeah, and you have these beginners and then you have veterans, and it's so great that when you're starting off, if you've got somebody that you can kind of learn from and give you tips.
Without a doubt, and one of the biggest things that I've noticed, because you will run into a lot of people with egos and all that, but the people that are really good, they are more than happy to help any way they can because they're not threatened. And I think that's got a lot to do with, well, he might get my gig or this or that, but we all do something different. We all have our unique qualities and abilities. So, I mean, there's no egos. Just it ruins society. Period.
It does.
But I've been lucky. Rick Carter is. Well, I've got a few that really inspired me to do what I've been able to do and helped me along and gave me information and advice that has just been, I was able to make a living for the past 12 years and not do anything else because of Rick Carter.
Not have to get a real job.
Wayne Mills, who we lost about right around Thanksgiving last year, he helped me tremendously. But those two, and Albert Simpson locally here in Gadsden,
Albert's great.
One of my great friends, and he's just a workhorse. He's been at it for years and years. And you might not, a lot of people are like, well, are you upset that you've never hit it big and you're not successful? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I play for a living.
Exactly.
How more successful can you be?
Right.
I don't have to go do a 9-to-5 grind. And I mean, I guess it's all in how you measure success, but I think that's pretty successful.
I do too. I love the way you put that. And I love Ricky Carden's music. Y'all make sure you check out rickycarden.com. Right now we're going to feature Ricky's original song, Single Life.
Friday and I'm watching the clock, 'cause the weekend starts when the workday stops. I got a cold beer waiting for me to get off. And I've never been married, I hate the routine. I said I love the ladies, don't like no ring. I'd rather tie one on than be tied down. You might say that I'm a little crazy, a kid that just won't grow up. Yeah, I still kick off the night with a handle of Jack, a fistful of lies and a cooler in the back of the truck. As I'm headed out for the lake, and I'll be golfing, hunting, drinking and fishing, chasing women, and you're at home wishing you could be here with a cold beer by the fireside. Yeah, here's a toast to the single life. Monday and I'm dreading the clock, 'cause the workday starts when the weekend stops. I hit snooze one more time, I'll lose this job. But Friday night, you know I'll be at it again, at the watering hole with all my friends, chasing shots and skirts until 3 a.m. You might say that we're a little crazy, bunch of grown-up kids that just won't grow up. 'Cause we still kick off the night, we got a handle of Jack, a fistful of lies and a cooler in the back of the truck. Gas, and we're headed out for the lake. We'll be golfing, hunting, drinking and fishing, throwing cornhole, and you're at home wishing you could be here with a cold beer by the fireside. Yeah, here's a toast to the single life. I ain't hating on none of your couples, but love for me ain't been nothing but trouble. So I still kick off the night, got a handle of Jack, a fistful of lies and a cooler in the back. Truck gas, headed out for the lake. I'll be golfing, hunting, drinking and fishing, throwing cornhole, and you're at home wishing you could be here with a cold beer by the fireside. Yeah, here's a toast to the single life. Yeah, here's a toast to the single life.
Welcome back, and thanks so much for tuning in to Kelly's Acoustic Crossroads, and thanks so much to my guest, Ricky Carden.
Thanks so much for having me.
We've enjoyed your music. Y'all make sure you check out rickycarden.com for more dates and music from Ricky, and facebook.com/rickycardenmusic. While you're at it, check out kacrossroads.com for some of our past shows and info on how to become a guest. And we're going to let Ricky end the show with his original song, Poker.
Thank you.
Well, my friends all ask me how you do it. Said you're the luckiest guy we know. Said it's a secret and I always knew it. Hey, 'cause my grandpa, he told me so. So pull your chairs up and listen closely. Forget all those things you heard, and just lay your cards out on the table. and just ask her these 8 words. So come on over for a game of poker. Yeah, girl, you know I'm a 5-card stud. And I ain't from Texas, but I love to hold on. And we can play until the sun comes up. Come on over for a game of poker. Yeah, girl, you know I go all in. And it's okay when the game is over, 'cause you know that we both win. Well, their eyes lit up with wonder, with the knowledge that I gave. The first thing they did was grab their cell phones. They tried their best to make a date. And as they left, they turned to thank me. They said that I had changed their lives with these simple words of wisdom, yeah, that I shared with them tonight. So come on over for a game of poker. And girl, you know I'm a 5-card stud. Ain't from Texas, but I love to hold on. So we can play until the sun comes up. Yeah, come on over for a game of poker. Yeah, girl, you know I go all in. And it's okay when the game is over, 'cause you know that we both win. You know it's not a game of luck, so come on over and let's ante up. Come on over, let's play some poker. And let me be your 5-card stud. Ain't from Texas, but I love to hold on. So let's play until the sun comes up. You come on over, let's play some poker. Girl, you know I go all in. Said it's okay when the game is over, 'cause you know that we both win. Yeah, it's okay when the game is over, 'cause you know that we can play again.